See myself. Good morning. Thank you very much for coming, attending today's monthly service for Tenchi Kane and our June monthly memorial service. First message is, I'm sorry, you don't need your Kahoot. I have to change that thing so that the Kahoot thing is again, so you won't need your Kahoot today, I promise. Second, as always, I want to make sure that I write down the names of the people who attended today's service. So if you look at the YouTube channel and you look all the way at the very bottom, there should be a survey monkey. It's 2 simple questions. It's the names of the people who are attending and where you're attending from. That way I can include you into the bookings of people who attended. I'm going to keep I'll keep the Survey Monkey up for about a week, and then I'll take that down, and then I will write all the names into the Goki Intro. But thank you very much for attending today's service. Let's begin today's service. So if you have the prayer of sincere Toritsuki, please take that out. And let's begin. I am a Konkō Kyo believer. I believe in Ikigami Konkō Daijin Tenchi Kane no Kami. I have come today to practice my faith, appreciate and acknowledge the blessings, favors, and interventions of Tenchi Kane no Kami, honor the ancestors, and learn more about the faith of Konkō Daijin. As I learn more about the heart of Tenchi Kane no Kami, I nurture the faith of my spiritual family. Thus, I boldly confess that my mind is alert, my heart is receptive, and I will never be the same as long as I practice the faith and receive Toritsugi. Kigami Konkō Daijin-sama, Tenchi Kane no Kami-sama. Thank you. At this time, we will begin today's service. Chido Haide, 4 sincere claps with the officiant. Recitation of the Amatsu no Rito. Amatsu no Rito. Takaman no hara ni kamuzumarimasu. Kamurogi kamuromi no mikoto mochite. Sumemi oya kami zanagi no mikoto tsukushin no hyugan no tachibana no odon no wawagi hara ni misogi hara itamau toki ni Aremaseru harai no kami tachi moro moro no magagoto tsumikegare o harai tamai kiyome tamae tomosu koto no yoshio amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami tachi tomo ni amen no fuchi koma no mimi振り立ててひこしめせとかしこみも申す。 If you have your prayer books, please turn to page 2 for the mediation prayer. Mediation prayer. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Ikigami Konkō Daijin, sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation anew, all our hearts and souls, on this day, this very moment. Ikigami Konkō Daijin sama, Ikigami Konkō Daijin sama. Ikigami Konkō Daijin sama, Ikigami Konkō Daijin sama. Kami prayer, page 3. Reverently we pray, the brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth. Time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is a life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is truth that orders all. For this wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us praise Tenchi Kane no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as a divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer from the cycle of misfortunes. Great is Kami's sorrow. Our founding father, Konkō Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine parent's great wish was thus fulfilled. Konkō Daijin accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day, he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth. And he knew not the coming of night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered. And he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, the divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Tenchi Kakitsuke, the guiding principle for our daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikigami Konkō Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way, through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami. Without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us care for those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us. We are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray. So we earnestly pray. Chido Keide, please bow your heads in prayer. 天幕も賢き、ひがみ金剛大臣、天地金の親神様の前に、金剛教サンディエゴ教会長、しこみかしこみももさく、賢かれど、我が天地金の神橋、安二国天地にあまねく道渡らせられ、たまいの皆を生かし、老図のこととえさせたまい、聞いても天地の間に住む人間は、みんな神の愛しごとめで慈しみたまいてあるわ。どんも賢きことの極みにな。On this cool yet beautiful June morning, here at the Konkō Church of San Diego, on behalf of your beloved children, we have joined in one heart to share our love, sincerity, and appreciation to you, the blessings and favors and interventions we receive daily. We offer our hearts of appreciation for the daily goyo of our spiritual patriarch, Kyoshi Konkō-sama. We pray that you will keep him and his wife, Yaiko-sama, healthy in order for them to continue with their goyo. We thank you for our parent churches and their respective head ministers, Konkō Church of Tamamizu, Reverend Masao Yukawa, and Konkō Church of San Francisco, Reverend Joanne Lin Todosa. We also offer prayers of appreciation for those ministers who have supported and continue to pray for not just the San Diego Church, but also the flame of faith that continues to burn ever so brightly here in San Diego County. Mahalo Anui for the Reverends Kenshin Konkō, Hyoji Konkō, Koyo Saito, Roderick Hashimoto, Koichi Seiko Konkō, Kyoshi Makiko Igawa, Mitsuo Ishimatsu, Edna Matsuoka, Shuko Tsuda, Amy Uzunoe Chin, Nobuharu Uzunoe, Michinori and Ikue Yagi, and Mitsuo Yasutake. Please keep these ministers in good health so they may be allowed to continue to do their sacred goyo. We also offer prayers of appreciation for the late Dr. Katsumi Miyai and his wife, Mrs. Chioko Miyai, for planting the seed of faith here in San Diego County. Thank you for Mrs. Miyai as she continues to do her utmost to nurture the hearts and faiths of the members of the North County San Diego Gathering. We also take this time to honor and appreciate you for sending the late Madam Mitsuhiro Bando, the late Reverend Norikaze Yukawa, and Reverend Masaharu Hikekawa, who in their own respective ways helped those suffering to find salvation through faith here in San Diego County. We offer our heartfelt appreciation for Reverends Alfred Tsuyuki and Roderick Hashimoto, who you sent to assist as ministers respectively. Thank you very much for the favors you have showered upon each of the Ujiko of the San Diego Church, San Diego County, the state of Arizona, the state of Hawaii, the state of Nevada, and Estados Unidos Mexicanos. Many of us continue to receive your favor and interventions, especially in these recent times. Regards for jobs, health, and the greatest ukage of all, life. We offer our prayers of appreciation to you. On Monday, March 9, 2020, Kyoshi Konkō-sama approved Reverend Todd Zenji Takahashi to be the third head minister of the Konkō Church of San Diego. We ask that you please keep him healthy, guide and inspire him in nurturing the faiths of the Ujiko in San Diego County, the state of Arizona, state of Nevada, state of Hawaii, and the United Mexican States. Aid and guide him in bringing together as one Ohana the North County Gathering and the San Diego Church. Kami-sama, please help us to not only keep unconditional love and compassion for all in our hearts, but also to reflect it in our daily lives, especially with what has been occurring in the world. As you witness daily scenes of protests, scenes of police brutality based on anger and race, scenes of violence, It is without doubt that I know your heart aches. However, it is through your workings that this hidden illness has been lurking secretly in our society has finally come to the forefront. Racism and police brutality have no place in this world and society. For it is you who taught us, 天と地の間に住む人間はみんな神のうち子. Humans living between heaven and earth are all the beloved children of Kami. We know this teaching of unconditionality is a teaching of love. We know that this teaching of unconditionality is not of acceptance, but of embracing all people as brothers and sisters. We know that this teaching of unconditionality transcends race, sexual orientation, size, color of one's skin, gender identity, age, occupation, social status, etc. We know that this teaching of unconditionality is about love. And we know that through this teaching of unconditionality, you are asking us not to be accepting, but to be embracing and loving, kind, and generous. I beg of you to please use each of us to make an impact, big or small, on our communities, cities, counties, and countries. Guide us in our hearts and our actions to be embracing, loving, kind, and generous. As you are well aware, the novel coronavirus has affected people's lives, their physical and mental health, livelihoods. It has crippled economies throughout the world and has affected our way of life. However, Konkō Daiji taught us, Aratamari ga daichi, or reflection is of the utmost. Thus, we look at this virus as a means of reflection upon our lives, faiths, hearts, and actions. Slowly, parts of the country are starting to open up. Kami-sama, take the hands of each worker who returns to work and guide them to do their job safely and with aloha. Guide each person who is going to the store, park, gas station, beach, restaurant, wherever, to do what is safe and pono, or proper. In the spirit of Aiyo Kakyo, I pray that we will begin to think about not only our own well-being, but that of also our fellow uju. We offer our sincere apologies for all known and unknown irreverences that we may have knowingly and unknowingly committed. We offer our hearts of apologies for the vague and blatant acts and or words that we may have said that hurt another person. We go on our knees to repent for any act that we may have done that may have been elitist, homophobic, racist, xenophobic, transphobic, an act that hurt another person intentionally or unintentionally. We apologize for the meguri of our ancestors. Through this opportunity and in this now, we commit ourselves to becoming better people who are sincerely a reflection of your heart and love. Parent Kami, we ask for your hand of intervention with the current economic and world situation. We pray that it will improve to enable all of us to have happy and stable lives. Please provide us the faith to overcome current and future hardships in our lives, and the courage to contribute where we can to help you in creating a world of love, harmony, and prosperity. We pray for the victims of tragedies, natural and human-made disasters to recuperate materially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Please continue to watch over not just in our congregation, but all people suffering from illness and disease. We pray for those suffering from mental and physical illnesses and disorders, dementia, cancer, COVID-19, heart diseases, etc. Through your divine intervention and favor, grant these individuals a renewed life and guide them to becoming useful individuals to society. However, we also pray for those who are their caretakers. Allow them to get Allow them to get time off for themselves. Allow them a moment of sanity and serenity, and give them the additional strength to continue loving and caring for their loved ones. Please allow the San Diego Church to continue to give birth to true believers who continuously acknowledges and appreciates your blessings and receives okage, toku, shintoku, and nitoku, as well as lives an abundant life. Please continue supporting us to be a church that will spread the word, heal the wounded, pray for communities, and create bridges to the communities we serve. As we continue working to achieve our goals in our individual lives, whether it be for our occupation, studies, relationships, and personal growth, help us to remember to enjoy the blessings we are receiving every day, and ask for your protection and guidance with every step we take. Please give us the strength to move forward in all aspects of our lives. Help us to live a kami-centered life as we are allowed to live in the universe through your grace. We ask that for your guidance that before December 31st, 2024, we will have a new church property. And ask that you take the lead in finding and rebuilding the church Reverend Norikazu Yukawa established. This church will not be dependent on others. We, the San Diego Church Ohana, will cling to you and trust in you to rebuild your church. We pray that the blessings and favors of today's service is granted and received by all here today and those who could not be with us. Kigami Konkō Daiji, Tenchi Kane Kami. Pray you will be our eyes. Watch us where we go. Help us to be wise. Times that we don't know. Let this be our prayer. When we lose our way, lead us to a place and guide us your grace to a place where we'll be saved. Me ke aloha kumehana. Mahalo anui, our beloved Ikigami Konkō Daiji, Tenchi Kane Kami. Now, please raise your heads. Chido tomoni haide, 4 sincere claps along with the head officiant. Please open your prayer books to page 29 for Shintoku Sanji. Shintoku Sanji. 仰ぎ祭れば天高く、仰ぎ祭れば天高く拝み、祭れば地はつし神の恵みに生かさるるみの幸いぞありがたき、我が生き神の恩と律儀人品もかくる時のなく天地の神の御守りとき近きの隔てなし感に尽くしみはよろずよにやまねく道で果てしなく安はからりわくすしくて人の思いぞを呼ばざる我ら今月今日やび祭りてひたすらに神の御影をたたえ祭らん神の比例よはおぎ祭らん。Prayer for the ending of the novel coronavirus pandemic. 池上金剛大臣様天地金の神様池上金剛大臣様天地金の神様 We offer our hearts of appreciation for your love and virtue as we are allowed to live in this very moment. Currently, a pandemic is rapidly spreading throughout the world. The novel coronavirus pandemic is causing much concern and raising anxieties amongst people and nations. Thus, we offer our hearts and prayers to you to end this pandemic as soon as possible. Sadly, there are those who have passed away because of this virus, and we put our hands together to pray for their spirits' peace and salvation. We also pray for those who are infected by the virus to quickly heal and recuperate in order that they may continue to contribute to society and the world. We pray for political, economical, and educational reform so that all the anxieties and distrust we have been harboring will dissipate and we will be blessed with societal order. For those that are suffering in the midst of this pandemic, please allow their faith to be resurrected and their livelihoods restored. Now more than ever, we commit to reviving our hearts of appreciation, having a heart of kami and praying for and guiding others. May we all be awakened to your truth, that a faith that helps others helps ourselves. Use us to help you in this crusade to end this pandemic and bring peace to this world. It is our sincere prayer that the people of the world will not only have peace of mind, but also live happily, safely, and healthily. ひがみ金剛大臣天様天地金の神様ひがみ金剛大臣様天地金の神様指導拝礼 for sincere claps. Chido Haide for sincere claps. Please open your prayer books to page 11 for prayer to the departed souls. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you were given the gift of life in this vast and endless universe. You discharge your duties faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will be remembered eternally, your lives retold from generation to generation, honored as the foundation of our society and the roots of our families. We revere you as the ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of coming and help us to fulfill our tasks as people without failing. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. 一度敬礼、Please bow your heads in prayer. はれはおぐもしたわしき、地の釘を極めたまいぬ、くての道を人のように広く伝えて悩みを救い助けんと、平和の里に舞い登りて、人を助けて己が助かるの、道人を喜べば神喜びたもうとごように、神明を捧げ尽くしたまいぬ、本公教大阪教会初代白神や広間道分けの御事の御霊の神、大教会と白神道置きや高根の君の御霊の神、本公教道広教会初代長木貞七三牛豊牛牛の御霊の神、本公教南摩教会初代本の逸垣藤森焼高の君の御霊の神、本公教東京教会初代大徳三郎東の道分け牛の御霊の神、大教会長旗はじめ牛の御霊の神、三大教会長旗清牛の御霊の神、三大教会長夫人旗久美子姫の御霊の神、ありがとうございます。霊のご霊年に御心も麗しく静まります。本公教サンフランシスコ教会三大教会長松井文雄牛の御霊の神、三大教会長夫人松井文子姫の御霊の神、本公教玉水教会初代川安太郎三牛道照三柱牛の御霊の神、大夫人湯川秀興正しい道照姫の御霊の神、大教会長湯川茂牛の御霊の神、大教会長夫人湯川富雄姫の御霊の神、三大教会長湯川康夫牛の御霊の神、三大教会長夫人湯川真理子姫の御霊の神、本公教銀座教会初代湯川誠一牛の御霊の神、初代夫人湯川津也姫の御霊の神、大教会長湯川信直牛の御霊の神、ありがとうございます。 三年後の広き遠き身を思いを持ちて、一の右光をまかがし、知恵の徳を国かがし、半度に次の技務め、本公教三年後教会初代、川のりかずしの御霊の神、ありがとうございます。川家、土井家、牧野家、高橋家、白石家、神田家、木津家、臼家家、ビビンズ家、中尾家、八田家、渋谷家、今岡家の先祖代々の御霊の神、ありがとうございます。秀島力松の御霊の神、秀島八宗寺姫の御霊の神、大坪亀吉の御霊の神、石和田春子姫の御霊の神、大勲牛の御霊の神、大友よ姫の御霊の神、枝貞子姫の御霊の神、岩崎久姫の御霊の神、長政幸牛の御霊の神、生菊江姫の御霊の神、生京子ドルティ大戸寺の御霊の神、高橋春子マーガレット姫の御霊の神、安武光子姫の御霊の神、公家徳郎牛の御霊の神、石松梅子姫の御霊の神、清水幸喜彦の御霊の神、大場愛子姫の御霊の神、大場正則牛の御霊の神、坂井春子姫の御霊の神、坂井和子姫の御霊の神、東光姫の御霊の神、高田玉姫の御霊の神、高橋須磨子姫の御霊の神、高龍右衛門牛の御霊の神、ありがとう。宮井家、スピース家、キス家、レア家、オスカー家、田代家、伊藤千尋の家の御霊の神、服部家、半林家、三木家、千月家、ドラン家、ピンリ家、小添家、フランク家、浅野家、ジュイレティ家、須藤家、井ノ口家、楠木家、長島家、デイベス家、ブライアン家、エロウェイ家、高見家、秋野家、角田家、中京信の家の御霊の神、中義雄の家の御霊の神、坂東光弘の家の御霊の神、谷口小波の家の御霊の神、岩佐助助、大野家、飯森家、キャオ君家、藤本家、伊藤和子の家の御霊の神、森家、ベルチェル家、クレミンス家、福田恵子の家の御霊の神、ヘック家、ポーツメン家、アイセックス家、浜川家、モーリス家、オーラー家、サハラ家、坂田家、ズーモル家、ホリンズワース家、瀬川家、浦田家、ブラウン家、テプナッパ家、ジョー家、松井家、松野家、ガーン家、岡崎家、ロペズ家、ゴームズ家、秀島家、大坪家、ギルモア家、菅原家、横塚家、高橋家、長川家、宮本家、岩下家、青野家、真城家、森里家、羽生家、森本家、宇垣家、リド家、ミー家、アッメン家、ワン家の統治親よよの親うからやからもろもろの御霊の神たちにつ御礼申し上げます。サンディエゴ教会、北サンディエゴカウンティ州下に関係にあるもろもろの家の先祖代々の御霊様、ゆえんごえんもろもろの御霊の神に御礼申し上げて祭ります。On behalf of the Ujigo of the San Diego Church, San Diego County, State of Arizona, State of Nevada, State of Hawaii, and Estados Unidos Mexicanos, I, Tenchi Takahashi, offer the following prayer. This morning we take this opportunity to remember and honor the following Mikama who have passed away in the month of June. Sandai Konkō sama go fujin, the third Konkō sama's wife, Konkō Kikuyo Hime, Konkō Kyo Geibi Kyokai Shodai, founding minister of the Konkō Church of Geibi, Sato Norioshi, Konkō Kyo Fukuzaki Kyokai Shodai, founding minister of the Konkō Church of Fukuzaki, Ushio Hiromi Michiwake Mahashira Ushi no Mitama no Kami, 金光教東京教会二代教会長 the second head minister of the Konkō Church of Tokyo 畑はじめ牛金光教サンフランシスコ教会三代教会長松井文雄牛の御霊の神 third head minister of the Konkō Church of San Francisco 金光教小倉教会三代教会長 the third head minister of the Konkō Church of 小倉桂末子姫金光教玉水親教会初代三男 the third son of the founding minister of the Konkō Church of 玉水湯川太郎の御霊の神金光教玉水教会三代教会長夫人 the third head minister's wife of the Konkō Church of 玉水湯川真理子姫の御霊の神金光教植木教会初代三女 third daughter of the founding head minister of the Konkō Church of 植木オブライン・スイコの当時の御霊の神金光教常盤大教会初代夫人 the founding minister's wife of the Konkō Church of 常盤大三宅豊子姫の御霊の神浮須八重の御霊の神 Oliver Madison Meek の御霊の神宮本杉三光真心閉じの御霊の神 Joseph Elliot Meek の御霊の神 Catherine Noel Valentine Rosnahan Spade の御霊の神 Together, the San Diego Church and North County Gathering Ohana offer our hearts of appreciation to all of you for all you have done for each of us, society, and the world. We thank you for continuing to be in and a part of our lives. We offer a special prayer of appreciation to the following Mitama who are celebrating honorary years. Yukawa Mariko Hime no Mitama no Kami, 1 year. Miyamoto Sugi Mihikari Magokoro Toji no Mitama no Kami, 85 years. And Miyake Toyoko Hime no Mitama no Kami, who passed away 3 days ago. To all the Mitama called upon this morning, we thank you for your many years of watching over, guiding, and protecting us every single day. Thank you for embracing us daily with your love and warmth. We know that there are times when you shake your head, roll your eyes, and wonder, what are they doing? And we apologize that sometimes we just do not know what we do. However, we ask you please continue to embrace us with your love, understanding, and virtue. We implore you to help and support us to never give up in regards to the challenges of life. Guide us to turn our hearts to and trust in Kami. Please walk with us and guide us to have a heart that embraces all peoples, regardless of race, nationality, size, sexual orientation, gender identity, age, occupation, etc. Please guide your descendants to the church to learn more about our teachings of love and humanity. This morning we pray for the many who have passed away, tragically due to war, hate, natural disasters, racism, poverty, accident, illness, discrimination, crime, or other tragic means. We offer our hearts and prayers of aloha to you so you may find peace, healing, and a way into the bosom of Tenchi Kane no Kami. It is our sincere prayer that along with Tenchi Kane no Kami, you will help to heal the wounds of the victims' hurt. Comfort yours and other family members whose hearts are broken. And finally, we ask you, please join us in creating a world not of acceptance and tolerance, but instead of love, so no more tragedies, hate crimes, and wars will take place. Please return to Kami-sama's bosom of love, grace, and virtue. Receive Ikigami Konkō Daijin's Turitsugi. Practice true faith with your descendants and open your hearts to Kami's love, truth, true okage, and virtue. And walk together joyfully and in appreciation with your descendants in faith. As this prayer comes to an end, we ask that all Mitama honored this month, as well as the families of all the Mitama called forth, that you please receive our prayers, offerings, and hearts. Me ke aloha kume hana, mahalo anuye, Mitama. Now, please raise your heads. Please clap your hands 4 times along with the head officiant. Please open your prayer books to page 36 for Sosen Sanji. Sosen Sanji. Yoyon no oya wa 我が家の神我が神と心尽くしていつきまつらんな心尽くしていつきまつらんな尊きみ親の神たちよ海の子のために家の柱を沈め立てたまい初子のために世のなりは火を守り助けたまい悪理世の見えぬ境にましませども右尽くしみのみ心は映し世に変わらせたまわず先見たまのまさきく先は言えたまいくしみたまのくしりに恵みたまいて志は秋の柱の動きなくなりは火は結ぶつなめのゆるりなく真心清らんに励み努めしめたまいうからや腹やわらぎやいて日にけんに浦安く楽しましめたまいついに移し世のことを得て神の御門に参らん時には必ずしも迎え取りたまい右尽くしみよ葬らしめたまわんものと神の実のりの絶えなるをかしこみかたじけなみみ親の恵みのおぼろげならぬを嬉しに喜び申すことを見心も涼やかにひこしめしたまえと申す穴くしみのみ親の御霊なくしみのみ親の御霊なととのみ親の神なととのみ親の神 自動拝礼 for sincere claps. Zidou hairei. Madasuki kakete inoranayo yo no ya. Ya no miyo ya no kami no chihai yo. Hamadasuki kakete inoranayo yo no ya. Ya no miyo ya no kami no chihai yo. Haire. Haire. Please open your prayer books to page 6 for the recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuke. Kigami Konkō Daijin Tenchi Kane no Kami Isshin ni negae. Kage wa waga kokoro ni ari. Kongetsu konnichi de tanome. Pray sincerely with all your heart. Be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within. Hearts grateful and caring. Harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever. On this very day, pray. Haire. So, good morning. Thank you very much for attending today's service. As you saw in the, I don't know what that's called, a little prelude that is up there. I have a message that I would like to give out today. If anybody knows me, they know that I abhor scripted speeches. Depending on the type of speech it is, for the most part, I abhor. I just don't like them. Normally when I give a sermon, my sermon is, I have my notes and I follow an outline and that's all I need. For the most part, that's all I need. However, for this particular message, and it's not a sermon, today's not a sermon, really it's my message. And let me do this. Let me make myself a little more Todd for all of you. There we go. I'm Todd for all of you. I kind of want to share my message just as my message, not a sermon, but a message that I think is needed. So this is kind of one of the very rare moments that I am actually going to be reading from a script. And please forgive me if I take my eyeglasses off because my lenses are really, my eyesight is really bad. So let me start. Although it has only been 3 months since becoming the head minister of the Konkō Church of San Diego, I had a duty and I have a platform. A wonderful mentor of mine, Dr. Linda España Maram, once told me, Todd, with every degree and title you get comes great responsibility. You can purposely aid and help people. You can purposely hurt and destroy people, or you can do nothing at all. Those words have traveled with me all my life, even as a new title was added on to me. And today, I don't know if this message is addressing the present situation fully in our country today, but I know it addresses what's in my heart. So, on the night of the protest, some of which turned into riots and looting, I was in my room watching Hairspray, the musical. It's kind of an interesting juxtaposition in that on television, I'm watching a group of people of different backgrounds dancing in affirmation of equality, humanity, and diversity. And on my laptop, I'm seeing video after video after video of peaceful protests, riots, and looting. I know that I was watching now on my television, I know I was watching a utopian world of diversity. And then while seeing clips of pictures and posts about social unrest, and the reality, I was being shown the reality of what's in this world at this moment on my laptop. My heart has been incredibly troubled since the start of COVID-19, from social isolation, economic inequality, greed, and yet in contrast, I've also watched acts of selflessness and neighbors caring for each other. One example is of my students. They sent me words of encouragement to say, hey, we understand what you're going through, and we want you to be safe and healthy, and that they hate distance learning as well. But now, with the death of Mr. George Floyd, and not just him, there's Rachel Brooks, Breonna Taylor, and others, a new reality has come afloat. However, it was George's passing that seemed to open up a pot that was slowly bubbling, just ready to explode. And explode it did. Peaceful protests, riots, looting, protesters protecting police officials attacking peaceful protesters, white supremacy, agitators trying to incite violence. Never in my entire life would I have thought I would see this day. And this is not a day that I would want my nephews and nieces to ever have to bear witness to, but sadly they have to. And in all honesty, this is truly new territory for me. In the Oshirase Goto Oboecho, or the Book of Revelations, it states, a faith that helps others helps ourselves. This phrase is read in various versions of the prayers for the ending of the coronavirus pandemic. And I am truly troubled. This is a revelation from God to Konkō Daijin for all of us. And I believe I'm troubled because I never thought in my lifetime I would never see such unrest. And I didn't think, I wouldn't know if my faith was ready for this. And I don't think it was. Reverend Jeannie Jarbasi of St. John's Episcopal Church said, that is what a person of faith does. You show up. And you show up in service in peace. And to my brothers and sisters who have been marginalized and killed and incarcerated and uneducated and underestimated and overlooked for generations upon generations. And her words pierced my heart because what she said is true. It is something I truly believe in, yet I'm scared because I have never had to deal with systematic racism at any level before. I've never experienced racism or prejudice before, and if it did happen to me, I was completely oblivious to it. Over the past few days, I have been listening. I didn't want to come to a rash decision, and I've been working on this speech since Saturday of last week, bits and pieces here and there. And because, as I shared previously, personally, this is unprecedented territory for me that I'm embarking on. I feared saying the wrong things, and I feared reposting posts that I personally or other people would have questioned, that I was uncertain of, and I turned instead to prayer. I read the memes, and I have read people's postings, and although I did not want to watch any more videos, I forced myself to because I needed to understand. I needed to know what the reality in the world was. I also listened to individuals I highly respect. Reverend Edna Matsuoka of the Konkō Mission of Wahiawa, Reverend Allison Mark of Faith United Methodist Church in Torrance, Reverend Blaine Higa of the Kona Honganji Buddhist Temple, Bishop Eric Matsumoto of Honpa Honganji Hawaii, Kumu Hinale Mwana Wong of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs, and Reverend Jonathan Kwong of the Unitarian Universalist Association are just a few who are helping me in this journey. A former student from Chaminade University, Honolulu, wrote a passage in her Facebook that resonated in my heart. And she wrote, "Not all police officers are power-hungry and racist. Not all Black people are criminals. Not all white people are racist. Not all white people have privilege. Not all immigrants are lazy and looking for handout. Silence is not violence. All people are sinners. Let's deal with this issue together. There is a very real evil alive and working in this world. Sin crosses all barriers and sees no color, ethnicities, professions, culture. Let's acknowledge this. Anger is different from hate. Hate comes from many forms: prejudice, pride, envy, violence, etc. And hate causes more division. There is a time to be angry, righteous anger. The way George Floyd died deserves a righteous anger. I don't see anyone disagreeing with that. However, you can be angry and lead with love. Not easy, but it's possible. We are one human race with many diverse cultures and backgrounds. We can empathize for each other. Let's communicate. Let's break down stereotypes. Let's listen to one another. If I'm silent, I'm praying. I don't want to react or lead with emotion. Please don't take all silence as a bad thing. Stop asking everyone else to change. You be the change. It starts with you. It starts with me." Unquote. I want you to know that I have known this student for over 9 years. And I know that she's a Republican and a conservative Christian. However, I'm still a good friend of hers, and she is one of mine. And I love this woman and her ohana. I may not agree with her politics, and she may not agree with mine, but in the end, we agree that we are children of God. I do not doubt that for this student, and I personally, I know that this is most likely uncharted waters for us. It is scary. And I have a mother who is scared that if I protest at the border, I'm going to either be killed or thrown in jail because of my sense of social activism. I said sense, not actions. And it does not mean I have not taken action before. As the head minister of the Konkō Church of San Diego, a title I do not believe in throwing around lightly, how can I sit here silent and not say anything? San Diego is the 5th largest county in California. 37% of our population is Latino. 21.5% of our population is immigrants, including refugees. And this all according to our county website. I am a high school teacher, and I have students that span the spectrum: white, Asian, Black, Latino, gay, transgender, lesbian, light skin, dark skin, tall, short, skinny, chubby, disabilities, etc. And I love each of them, each and every one of them. And I show it in my words and my actions. And maybe it is because I come from a state like Hawaii where we are taught to give aloha. And maybe it's my parents, because they had all different kinds of friends: Black, white, straight, gay, Asian, light skin, dark skin. I don't know why I'm able to give this kind of aloha to my haumana, but I believe it's important. My student, that particular college student, said all people are sinners. Let's deal with this together. There's a very real evil alive and working in this world. Sin crosses all barriers and sees no color, ethnicities, professions, culture. Let's acknowledge this. And she is right. In one way or another, all of us have done and said something inappropriate. Things we never reveal to our parents or want to admit to ourselves. Things we may never reveal. However, sin is bipartisan. It's multicultural. It's multiracial. And I am not immune to her words. I know that I have said inappropriate things, and I'm very grateful for people such as Reverend Edna Matsuoka, Dr. Carrie Koka, and others who have called me out. And yet, even in my environment, in my upbringing, what is happening in this world and me not speaking my truth would be wrong. Reverend Blaine Higa, the head minister of the Kona Honganji Temple, said this: "In these difficult times, I commit to listening, learning, and self-reflecting on my own greed, hatred, and ignorance, as well as my privilege and complicity in this unjust system." You know, unlike Higa Sensei, I do not have his experience and understanding of this world. You need to understand that he worked in politics before. And he did a lot. He's seen a lot. He's experienced a lot. Since returning to this continent, I only have my faith to cling to as I continue to learn. And with the unjust murder of George Floyd, I'm learning more about police brutality that I have, and I'm going to admit this, for many years turned a blind eye to, because it was not my problem. And that is truly unexcusable. And here's where I must apologize for my complicity, my non-actions, and for waiting too long to say something. And I realize the words "I am sorry" is not enough to heal the wounds inflicted on by myself and society. However, I pray that it is a step in the right direction. You know, I should know better. I really should know better. Being an Asian, biracial, gay man, I should know better knowing the unjust murder of Vincent Jen Chen. I should know that there is a systematic racism even in Hawaii, with the racially motivated beating of Horace Ida, the racially motivated murder of Joseph Kahawaii, and based on lies, and this murder and these beatings were based on lies and the color of one's skin. And most recently, those racist attacks by a white woman to two Asian Americans in Torrance. Thus, I ask for your forgiveness for my complicitness and silence. I ask for your forgiveness that I have fear in my heart about repercussions in doing what my heart knows is right. I ask for your forgiveness for not knowing what the right answers are in this incredibly complex situation of a pandemic merged with protests, bigotry, violence, police brutality, as well as love and compassion that has all been shown in these times. I ask for your forgiveness for my ignorance and naivete in these times and for having turned a blind eye in the past. I ask for your forgiveness as I do not have the answers to solve the problems of this time. So, before this gets a little too long, I want to say this. I want to be able to lead my congregation with my heart and not my emotions. I truly believe in peaceful protest as a part of such a movement, because I was part of such a movement in Hawaii in regards to certain lawsuits involving Kamehameha schools. Police brutality must never be the answer and must never be used, especially on peaceful protests. However, riots and lootings are not right, for they diminish the cause of the protests for equality, for reconciliation, for voices to be heard. And thus, I would like to repeat a part of today's main prayer. Quote, "For it is you who taught us, ten to ki no aida ni sumu ningen wa minna kami no ujiko. Humans living between heaven and earth are all the beloved children of Kami. We know this teaching of unconditionality is a teaching of love. We know that this teaching of unconditionality is not of acceptance, but of embracing all people as brothers and sisters. We know that this teaching of unconditionality transcends race, sexual orientation, size, color of one's skin, gender identity, age, occupation, social status, etc. And we know that this teaching of unconditionality is about love. We know that through this teaching of unconditionality, you are asking us not to be accepting, but to be embracing and loving, kind, and generous. Finally, I would like to leave off with this one quote from Reverend Noah. Let me get his name accurate. Noah Hepler, Reverend Noah Hepler, who's a Lutheran minister in Pennsylvania. Now, albeit this quote is about his life growing up as a gay child in a very conservative Christian home, I believe it embodies what I feel is important in building a community, especially here at the Konkō Church of San Diego. Quote, I asked to be accountable, and I ask you also to help this be a community where people, whether it be about sexuality or race or whatever, that they do not experience the kind of things that Bobby and I experienced. And instead, find this as a community of resurrection and of being let go. Thus, I ask you to hold me accountable. I ask you to help not only me, but also our congregation and community to be one that is loving and embracing of all, and to show it in our daily actions. And when we do not know, we turn our hearts to Parent God and seek help and solace through Toritsugi, or maybe another professional source. And albeit we are a small church, I want us to be a community of resurrection, where those who have been oppressed and suppressed are no longer so. The resurrection is for everyone, as Parent God declared, humans living between heaven and earth are all the beloved children of Kami. I truly wish I had the answers. And I wish I had the final solution that would make this end, heal wounds, and bring us to a world of love and peace. And I apologize, again, for not having such answers. However, for those of us searching, praying, learning, and slowly trying to take actions, let us find a little bit of solace in the words of the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. when he taught, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Today's message is my first step. And I know that I will be taking more. So, before we end today, I just want to let you know that this message that I have shared with all of you, I will make sure that it, instead of my regular spiritual message in the newsletter, that I place this message. This message will replace that. And before we end today, I would like to recite the Goshingo Hosho, or the divine name, Ikigami Konkō Daijin-sama, in apology for our conscience and unconscious greed, hatred, ignorance, privilege, and complicity. To pray for peaceful protest and just policing versus unjust policing based on fear, hate, and power. And also, while reciting the Goshingo Hosho, I hope that we can reflect on ourselves and our hearts. So let's end today with the Goshingo Hosho. 喜怒拝礼 Four sincere claps along with officiant. Goshingo Hosho. ひがみこんこ大臣様。ひがみこんこ大臣様。ひがみこんこ大臣様。ひがみこんこ大臣様。ひがみこん 公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様生き神金公大臣様。はい。Thank you very much again for attending today's service. If you have not done so, just below in the YouTube thingy, there should be a survey monkey. As always, I would like to write in the names of people who attended today's service into the Gokinenju or the prayer notebook. So please write your names in there so that I can put your name into the prayer notebook. But thank you again for attending today's service, also for listening to my incredibly long message. But I hope that I was able to reflect my heart to all of you.